We have to stop Sir Kelzelik.
Don't you think it's about time you drop the sir?
He always treated us Danans with such warmth and kindness. Did he have such bad intentions all along? I just can't bring myself to believe it.
Forget about intentions. We should assume he's the one who's behind all these incidents. It's not surprising to me that there are Renans and Menancia who resent Dohalim, but I didn't expect one would be so close to him.
Yes, I suppose you're right. I guess all of us here in Menancia are still some way off from being a truly united realm, aren't we?
Are you going to be okay, Kisara?
I don't know, but I definitely don't want things to end like this. Please, lend me your strength.
Of course. Anyone who tries to oppress others is our enemy, and we'll gladly stand against them. Besides, I want to believe that this realm really can do better too.
And lend our strength we shall. Hello everybody, my name is David, you can call me Zen, and welcome back to another episode of Tales of Arise. In the previous episode, we basically had to fight Dohalim because he went berserk and that pulled out his Master Core. I didn't even know that that was something that could potentially happen. I don't think anybody really knew that was also something that could potentially happen. This time it turns out that the minister, or his like right-hand man, I guess, may have been behind a lot of the bad ongoings that have been happening here in the first place. And so this time we are going to be doing our best to try to correct the issues that we've been seeing here in Elder Menacia. But first things first, I told you guys that last time I was supposed to go through and fix up my inventory and everything. I did not do that. Not one bit. But what I did do is eat food. So I think I might break my rule a little bit here. Normally I only stick to making about 3 episodes at a time, more often than not. But I think I want to finish up at least this arc today and then just kind of work on getting all the videos ready for the remainder of the week. And that'll give me some time to work on some other projects too. So I think it's okay in this instance to be a little bit ahead of what I normally am. So next thing that I'm going to work on for Shion, I say everyone has like a good amount of options, and then there's just Kisara. But it's also important for us to kind of keep a lot of our characters geared overall, just so that way we can just keep progressing as needed. So I wonder if the town's going to be a battlefield now. So I have to be actually like.
I thought we'd see fighting throughout the city.
Oh, is it only? It's only in the castle.
Or they're keeping a low profile.
The rebels are occupying the palace.
All right, so we finally actually are reaching our castle area. I was wondering if you, because you guys remember I had initially mentioned when we first ran this through this area that Adelina Palace. When we first went through this area, I had mentioned at first that this was going to be very likely going to be a dungeon or going to be repurposed as one.
This place is awfully quiet for a siege palace.
Such a huge place is spooky without all those people here.
They're probably waiting to ambush us.
With so few Renans here, I guess this is what it's like when the Danans are expelled and the ruling minority are all that's left. My money's on them using Zeugles to even the odds.
I don't even see any Danan guardsmen.
The fact that they're not at their stations tells me they really have been driven out. We all swore an oath of loyalty to Lord Dohalim. My fellow guards wouldn't abandon their posts lightly.
I would assume so as well.
Speaking of which, where the heck is he?
How could this
Okay,
be
I decided to move my microphone a little bit closer to my mouth. I feel like I've been talking just a wee bit quiet these past couple episodes. But luckily, volume adjustments are a thing, so hopefully I can raise myself up a little bit so that way I'm not contesting with the game nearly as much. But this is going to be a very interesting dungeon because I actually don't know what to expect really. And it looks like a lot of the different rooms are locked, so we have no choice but to go dead ahead, I guess. So this was the floor that I believe I was on originally. So, like they were mentioning before, I think we're gonna be fighting Zoogles. What the? That Kozilek, did he really manage to deploy these barriers inside the palace? Guess that means we're on the right track to fighting them. Is there any way we can get rid of these? If memory serves, there's a release mechanism somewhere. My first guess would be inside his personal office. So pretty much there's no turning back now, and it looks like there are a lot of renegades and Zoogles.
Kisara, do you have any idea just what Kelzelik might be planning at the palace?
It's hard to say. I've never seen him use any powerful arts, and I don't think he's particularly skilled with any weapons either. However, I have noticed him accompanied by something strange from time to time.
What do you mean by strange?
What kind of strange?
I don't know. I couldn't see anything with him, but I could sense something was there. Probably some sort of Zoogle.
Not an invisible Zoogle.
Zoogle?
We'd better be careful in any case. I'd rather we not find out after it jumps us and tries to rip our throats out.
That's very specific, but probably true. Okay. So I think probably for this area, I might need to actually pull out Law because with the Renan Armored Knights, if I remember correctly, they are not the type to be very easily damageable just due to the fact that their blocking is like actually kind of annoying. Wait, why are you all the way over here?
That's my cue.
I'll crush you!
I love, listen, Law's Mystic Art is probably the one I've actually ended up using the most now thinking about it. Just because he ends up just activating it so frequently that it just ends up working out that way. I need to actually figure out his arts a little bit better than what I'm currently kind of working with. Alright, let's do it. Divine Phoenix Cyclone is so cool. I always just find it super weird though that that's the one move that they have, and it's actually like the most extra move ever. Okay, so before we continue on, I'm gonna go back with Alphen as lead for now, and I think we should be good from there. I'm keeping the game on semi-auto for the time being just because that's just my preference. And then I'll worry about arts when we get to the boss fight. You guys know that I tend to change up the arts that I choose to use every time, so. I unlocked a new art in that battle called Explosive Ring, and now that is my favorite thing to use on the planet. Also, you guys also know me, I will take any and every fight just to make sure that I get what I want. Being able to blink from point A to point B has been actually quite helpful, but I do want to clear out like the entire hall because I like grinding. It's very impressive that Law tends to get into overlimit quite literally like every other combat. It's honestly kind of nice. Oh sweet, I didn't realize I had fought so many mobs that I have now capped out on gels. Oh, okay. Maybe I shouldn't have went in here yet.
Right.
These are the guards' personal quarters. If you need anything in here, feel free to take it. Is this where you sleep, Sue? I got the impression the guard was mostly made up of men. Oh, the quarters are divided between men and women. We're setting the women's right now. Gotcha. Guess I better be careful not to disturb too much while I'm in here then, huh? I wouldn't if you don't want to end up on the wrong side of her mace. This is true. I did not mean to find the spot on accident. Maybe I should have opened some doors. That was actually very appreciative of the game. So Topaz Guard, that is actually, since we're in the women's, we got some new armor for
Equipment should come in
Kisara.
handy.
And we got a new recipe too. Oh, right. Remember they said that there were recipes here. That was a big accident. I'm pretty sure I respawned. Did I respawn everybody? No, I didn't. So then we have the guard room, we have the Lord's quarter, we have the treasury, we have the noble room. So this is actually one of those dungeons where I'm guessing that there's actually a lot more optional rooms. And that it's just gonna have to be something that I try all the doors out. Oh, it looks like some of these guys are back. I am probably going to best bet. Okay, so the entrance plaza was where I just was. That's fine. So we need to head to the meeting room. I don't have a battle chain going, but I didn't want to fight anybody either. Oh, I didn't mean to go all the way back to the end. That was on me. I deserve that. So let's see. Let's check out the meeting room. Okay. Sorry, I saw the red dots on the minimap, and I wasn't sure what I was supposed to be looking at. One of these days, I will not be nearly as jumpy with just like the different things in this game. I've always been like that, and I still to this day just don't know why I've always been so jumpy. Like, they aren't really like scary mobs per se, but they just like, I just jump. All right, and luckily we got, oh, concentration. I don't know what concentration as a stat does, so I'll hold on to that for now. Let's use a peach gel as well, just because we are over capped, surprisingly enough. I wasn't expecting to get as many peach gels as I have been getting, so. But I will say that it's very much appreciated. Okay, so we went to the meeting room, we did that. We still have the center area with the office and dining hall. Let's check out the staff quarters and the barracks. And there are just so many guards around, it's kind of insane. All right, staff quarters. I was about to say, where are they? You can't decide if there are mobs right here and then just not let them appear.
Let's keep our
All right,
eyes on the
pretty good.
prize.
Got some money, some much needed money, I might add. So commence with Mahagsar grows more inscrutable by the day. We send vast quantities of resources but only receive pittance and dodgy goods in return. This is Lordship of Worthless.
Mahagsar exactly?
One of the 5 realms of Dana. From the sound of it, Kelzelik had some dealings with them.
Okay, some flavor audio. So that's probably one of the later regions that we'll have access to soon. But we don't have it right this second, that's fine. All right, let's try the barracks. There's a lot of different areas here, so I figured that it would be important to go on ahead and just check it all out. It's all ultimately areas that are optional, but I mean, it's supplies. I don't think I've ever fully recovered from the big Zoogle battle, if I'm being completely honest.
I can feel my power growing.
I'm strongly appreciating the free orange gels, by the way. But I like dungeons like this where there are rooms that are just optional. So I couldn't go into the Lord's quarters. I think I went to the guard room. I don't think I could go into the noble room. So I think it's probably as good time as ever to hit the center of the map. And then we check the dining hall first. And there's another peach gel here. It's kind of unfortunately wasteful how much I can't like take advantage of some of these consumables here, but I'll say with the mobs also dropping peach gels, like it's giving a little problematic era, a little problematic girly, you know?
One deadly strike. Just
Okay, sweet. Another key to the puzzle. So we can go to the noble room now. Let's see if there's anything else left for me to grab while I'm here.
Maybe the release mechanism is in there.
Okay, so we have the keys to the noble room. We're probably just gonna be sent on like a bit of a wild goose chase, if I'm being completely honest. So noble room is actually this way, and it's the room that's slightly further down. But now there are guards here, because why not? I think Kisara's combination attacks are literally like the most cool ones there. That's the only reason why I keep spamming hers. But also my brain tends to instinctively like jump to the left one like every single time. Or sorry, the right D-pad button every single time. Whenever I use someone else's finisher, I tend to have to really think about what button I'm pressing. Which honestly isn't a big deal, but just these are like little things that I kind of think about when I try to show some things off in the game.
I'll stop your movement.
And I don't even like nowadays I don't even try to do it intentionally. That's just how like my brain functions. But don't worry, I can switch it up. Supreme Altar. Got a little bit of an elemental doozy. Looks like there's nothing to find here. Guess that base a bust. Got any other ideas on places we can check? Alright, if it's not in his office, I would check either the barracks or maybe the meeting room.
There are enemy forces here too?
They must be predicting our movements and deploying accordingly.
So they figured we were coming all along, is that it?
Okay. So I think going forward, I probably need to be a little bit more careful with how much CP I'm using, just because I don't have a ton of orange gels yet. And so now understanding that I was supposed to have waited to go to the meetings in the barracks room already, what I'm going to do is that I will go ahead and meet you guys back over in the meetings or barracks area just in case. So, depending on which one will have something, I'll just bring up like which one had a cutscene that told me that, oh, this was the right place to be, you know? My comrades, in the events of an emergency, you are to disengage the barriers and go provide for support. You know which room the release mechanism is in. Don't forget to retrieve the key from the office.
Is that some kind of note the rebels left?
Hey, it mentions the release mechanism we're looking for, but
This isn't enough to go on.
My comrades, once you occupy the palace, engage the barriers post haste. You know which room to leave the release mechanism in. Return the keys to the room to the specified cabinet.
Look, another note from the rebels.
if we combine it with the note we found before, then there should be a key inside a
All right, so
cabinet in
we
the office.
need to find the office where the key's in.
Let's see.
So we more or less just have to go back to the office. Hopefully there's not another pack of enemies there to kind of ruin our day. All right, meet you guys back over there in a second. All right, so we made it back to the office safe and sound. So there should be a cabinet in here. Is that what I'm getting out of this? Oh, okay.
Even if Danons and Renans aren't on completely equal footing here, both sides still.
All
care
right, so
about
we
each other.
do actually have a little bit of something going for us now.
And now we have to fight
It's
some of
I
those
say this
same-
dungeon's kind of big, and I kind of like the little bit of a puzzle vibe that it's been kind of giving us so far.
We're here fighting to keep what makes this realm so
And it
special
looks
alive.
like we still have more mobs and stuff to fight, so I'll meet you guys back in a second. I'm making quick work of quite literally everybody who's been working through this. It looks like for once there's no mobs here, but it looks like there's a healing light. That's totally not concerning. So let me go on ahead and save first, because I don't know where the point of no return is. So let's make sure that we aren't in an awkward position. All right, we'll take the healing light. And it looks like nothing super important to note. There's a secret passageway right there, and you kind of see that since this was Dullheim's quarters, kind of see all of his little interest in music right there. That's actually really interesting. but now I need to somehow squeeze and
Did that
speed run
finally
my
get rid
way
of the wall?
over to the True Lord's chamber.
It would hide it in Lord Dohalim's personal quarters. The nerve of these people.
They won't get away with it for much longer.
That's right. We have to hurry to the Lord's chamber. Let's go.
Okay. I was gonna say, is it gonna warn me that there's a big battle coming up? No, it's not. So this might be a longer video for once. I don't like doing longer videos, but I mean, it happens.
Well, well, if it isn't the slaves and the traitor. I don't remember giving you permission to enter the palace.
So it's true. You really are the one behind all this, Kelzelik.
It's always the advisor.
I don't remember giving you
Almost
permission
all
to
the
speak
advisors.
either. Know your place, slave.
Now we see his true colors.
Yeah.
See, now why doesn't Shion snipe the crap out of him? He said, Dohalim, I'm about to take him out. But him?
Really?
We've seen
I
her
guess
getting
that
letting
makes
give
him
his
pretty
spiel.
ordinary, huh?
Kelzelik, you were Lord Dohalim's most trusted advisor. His closest ally. Why would you betray him?
Don't be a fool. I didn't serve him because I wanted to. I expect a mere slave would know, but there are many powerful contenders for the position of Lord. A contest of strength determines the one who will be Lord and undisputed ruler of a realm. There is no choice in the selection. If my master had any ambitions of becoming the sovereign, I would have gladly served him.
But he had no intention of fighting for the crown.
Indeed. Can you slaves even imagine how that looked to the rest of us? Enduring the whims of an ambitionless lord, all we could do was wait for the end as we suffered through our humiliation.
You want suffering? Try being Danon for a day.
Ooh, period.
So you plotted against Lord Dohalim in secret. And when my brother found out,
And I would do it all again if it meant returning Menancia to its rightful state. A realm where Danons are
beat him up.
slaves and Renans
Summon
their
weapons,
masters.
beat him.
It's
Beat
the
him up.
natural
Come on.
order.
enough! Who are you to decide what is natural or rightful, traitor? Miguel, my brother, he dreamed of building a world free of suffering. He gave his life for that dream. And all you've managed to build is a lake of death! You killed my brother. And now you'll die for it!
All right. All right, let's see that invisible Zoogle. So they just shake up the formula at first, you know, because if you guys think about it,
My brother's dead
while
because of you.
we fought the Lord before we sorry, my nose is so itchy. I apologize.
Careful! Look sharp! He has some kind of camouflage!
Aim for the weak point.
Sorry, we fought the Lord first, and now we're fighting a giant Zoogle, as I'm guessing the pinnacle boss of this chapter.
I don't feel so
All right.
hot.
You should sit this one out.
And miss all the fun. No way.
So we are doing a good amount of damage. One of the things that's very nice about
Listen
fighting.
carefully and keep your eyes peeled.
Okay. So,
Will this help?
oh, too early. Also, one of the things I actually do like about fighting larger Zoogles instead of, I have to back up.
By the power of water. Tiger blade.
I would love to hit its tail. Shion, be careful, Queen.
They're up for interrupting.
Stay away from my friend. It's over. Sword Rain Alpha.
This one's mine. Are we in over our heads? No,
Come on.
I couldn't cancel my arts. Okay, hold on. Let's not throw the run here because I decided to be greedy with my abilities.
Here, let Tiger blade. I'll take you all on.
Okay. Let's use my comically big shield to take him out.
Flare demolisher.
I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss.
Alright, Shion's good, but I would rather have a little bit of a healing moment. He's not a significant heal by any stretch of the imagination, but it's nice to have somebody else who can use cure points. The motivation mechanic is actually kind of fun to use. Alright, let's do it. It's nice to get a free, like, just 1k just from that, but I know that it's not very useful. I say, homie hasn't been super threatening just quite yet, but, you know, this is where the fight really starts. So, I used Kisana's thing a little too early, but all well. I think we can... Let's switch to, Law for a bit. Oh, sweet. Alright, let's see if using this cigar cancels that poison attack. I'm pretty sure it does. And wow, he's powerful. Okay, so the boss used its little berserk mode. Oh, okay, you know, that's not very appreciated.
This one keeps charging us.
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
It's weakened.
I'll leave it to you.
Alright. I appreciate a free cancel in its tracks.
So great.
Wide open.
Oh, I'm paralyzed. That's fun. Oh, I have so many more attacks now. What am I doing? Let's use a dragon shot, you know, whirlwind snap. Let's change it up.
Appreciate the help.
Oh, I didn't even, excuse my burps, oh my goodness. Didn't even realize that we were out of CP. Oh, I can even dodge. Oh, there you go. I don't know if that was actually like a good timing of it, but
This is one tough cookie.
Not for much longer, he isn't.
Don't let up till it's all over.
this is true.
I'll tear you apart. Now I'm in the groove. I really owe you one. I'll tear you apart.
Oh, God, got it. No, I'm sweet. He doesn't have air dodging, which is kind of upsetting. I don't need to use the heavy treat yet. I think I can get away with just using the peach gel.
Where are you going? Glacial spear. Pierce evil.
Lay you all down.
This fight isn't hard. It's just that I need to remember to use certain things like Kisara's shield for just a good example. Okay, so Kisara's possibly paralyzed. We don't have a lot of CP to work with, but he's almost taken out. Oh, got it, come on.
Make your way. I'll stop your movement.
Okay, there we go. That one was a little hard, but I mean, we did pretty good. We did pretty good.
You filthy slaves are despicable.
Your dreams of attaining lordship are no more. Give up, Kelzelik.
Attaining lordship? Ridiculous.
What do you
Only those
want
who
then?
possess a master core can become a lord. What, did you think just anyone could do it?
But then, what were you trying to accomplish with this? Didn't you betray your lord?
Yes, that's true. However, there are other lords.
Other lords? So you mean...
Oh, hi.
At last, the truth is revealed.
Dohalim, where have you been this whole time?
Cleaning up. Kelzelik, you've made your last of these.
The fruit of Helgen?
It can't be. You found my production facility?
Correct. And I tore it down. But something still troubles me. It's clear that this is no ordinary fruit.
It looks more like a nut more than anything, if I had to be honest.
Grow it. You couldn't have done all this without outside assistance. Indeed.
It had to be from the other
Something
region,
like
right?
This must have come from another realm. Tsar, perhaps?
You actually expect me to talk now? At this point, the contest for the crown will be over soon enough, and you will finally receive the punishment you deserve for your weakness.
I've already received my punishment. May this be my final act as the Lord of Eldamen and Sia. Go to Mahag Sar, Ganath Horrors, wherever you think you'll find a suitable lord.
Dang, he let him live. I think we should have killed him. I'll keep it a buck. I think we should have. I don't think there was a good reason to let him live.
Are you all right with this? He killed your brother after all.
He did. But then I thought, he's nothing more than one common, ordinary Renan. He's not worthy of my time or my anger, right?
So after everything, was the dream of coexisting just a dream?
It's possible.
What is that?
Those are the cheers of the brave Danans who overpowered Kelzelik's forces.
Wait, they challenged the Renans?
Indeed. A militia made up of Danan guardsmen, Renan supporters, and of course, the Gold Dust Cats.
Do we have you to thank for bringing them all together?
I think to some degree, yes. If it wasn't for
Regardless of
him
what your
trying to make
original
everybody live in
motivations were,
harmony and
your
coexistence, they
dream of
probably wouldn't have stood up
coexistence saved
against him like
countless
that.
lives. And now, those people out there are fighting to keep that dream alive. That's something real.
Be that as it may, they do so now by their own hands. These people no longer need any lord.
Where are you going?
To put an end to the crown contest. So long as its madness persists, peace will remain ever out of reach. I cannot allow it to continue.
The crown contest impacts far more than just the Danans. You're choosing to fight Lenegis and the entire Empire.
I mean, you are too.
I am well aware. However, if I wish to keep this dream from dying, then I have little choice in the matter. Besides, it's the least I can do.
She's gonna be like, but then let me stick by your side. Is that what I'm about to
You're
hear?
gonna go out there and make that dream real on your own?
You may be decided on your path, but that doesn't make it any less difficult.
Why not walk that road with us?
Ooh, period.
Pardon?
Come on, join the team.
We're fighting to liberate the Danans. You're fighting for the people of this realm. I'd say we're on the same path, really. It would only make sense for us to walk it together.
Danan dissidents, side by side with a Renan lord? Not the least intriguing invitation I've received. An invitation which would only be proper courtesy for me to accept.
Yay! We got him! Welcome to the team!
I'll take that as a yes.
Hey, where'd Kisara go? I don't see her anywhere.
Yeah, she kind of dipped.
Maybe she just needed some time alone. A lot's happened.
That makes sense. She did just lose her brother after all.
And she had no time to grieve.
We ought to keep moving as well. So long as there are lords who draw breath, we have a mission to complete. Kisara's a big girl. I'm sure she can handle herself. We should hurry on ahead to our next destination.
I guess you're right. And it is a lot safer here than it was. What do you think, Dohalim?
I am not sure I have the right to say anything as far as Kisara is concerned.
Fair enough. Well,
So I wonder if Kisara's going to join us back at a later point.
Let's keep an eye out for her as we leave.
All right, so now we have 3 out of 3 master cores and the ability to make cheese fondue.
What's Kisara going to do now?
I'm sure it's
All right, so while we're here, let's go ahead and double check real quick if there were any special items. But it doesn't look like it. So we can probably leave the throne room safely and not have much to worry about. So let's go on and watch the skit.
Where did Kisara run off to?
You
Maybe
don't
to
think she
the
took
water
off
area.
after Kelzlet, do you?
No. Ngal entrusted her with his dream. She wouldn't do something reckless like that. Right
That's
now,
called
I
being
think she just
naive,
needs time to
Alphen.
think. What she does from here on out is up to her. She has to be the one to decide.
All right, so I think that this is probably as good a place as any to go on ahead and wrap things up. So while I'm heading back down and kind of out of here, I'm going to quickly check to see if the treasury is open or if Dohalim can enter it. But if not, it's not a big deal. It doesn't look like it can. So I'm gonna go on this head, and while I'm walking out, thank each and every one of you guys for watching today's episode of Tales of Arise. Next time, this is going to be probably our next little mini filler episode before we go out and ahead and continue the story. A good amount's probably changed since the end of this arc in Elven Menacea, and it makes sense that unless if there's a cutscene right here, I hope not. Okay, I should stop moving. Anywho, it would just make sense to, take a break from all the intensity and just enjoy helping out just the general populace. So, as always, I appreciate every single one of you guys for watching. Leave a like, dislike, or comment, gives me feedback, and I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one, okay? You guys have a good rest of your day.